A terrifying moment caught on camera. A man has a female Fontana police officer in a headlock as they wrestle over a gun. And what happens next is all caught on just-released body cam video. It all began moments earlier when Fontana police stopped a vehicle for a traffic violation. The interaction starts with some friendly banter.
I've been in the snow for a couple of days, and I can't come down here and stay down here because it's too damn cold.
In the snow? Where at?
Up in Angeles Oaks.
Oh, okay. All right, cool.
The officer asked the driver to step out of the car.
Can you just hang out with my partner over there?
Getting out of the car is 56-year-old Alan Metka of Fontana. The officer asks Metka if he's carrying any weapons or anything illegal.
Nothing illegal on you? No weapons or anything?
No. Metka answers no, and the officer goes to his cruiser to run the driver's license as his female partner stands on the roadside with Metka. He's only in the cruiser for a short time when he hears his partner call for help.
Let it go! Let it go!
That's when a gun is fired. Here's what it looked like from the female officer's body cam.
Here, come up here on the sidewalk for me. I'm just gonna make sure you got no guns, weapons. Right there. I'm gonna just put your keys right there. Put your hands here for me. I'm just gonna make sure you got. No, I'm short. You gotta do it back here. You on probation, sir?
No.
Okay, sorry, I couldn't hear with the window.
I'm sorry?
I'm sure you already asked you that. I just couldn't hear you with the window.
Yeah.
What's this right here?
My gun.
He's got a gun!
Let it go! Let it go!
The officer running to help his female colleague shot Metka one time in the jaw. He was then handcuffed and taken to a local hospital. Metka survived his injuries. This is the loaded handgun Metka was carrying. Metka, a convicted felon, has been charged with assault with a deadly weapon on a police officer. This officer-involved shooting now being reviewed by the San Bernardino County Sheriff and Fontana Police Department. Hello, I'm Mark Brown. Get more great ABC7 content by clicking the subscribe button for our YouTube channel. And download the ABC7 Los Angeles streaming app on Fire TV, Android TV, Apple TV, and Roku to watch on your TV.
Body cam footage shows the suspect attacking an officer as she searches him for weapons. That officer's partner then manages to shoot the suspect before he does any harm.
KTLA Shelby Nelson is live at the Fontana Police Department where she spoke with officers about the terrifying traffic stop. Shelby.
Sure, Micah. Thankfully, those officers were not injured. I'm told they are actually back on duty. But when Fontana Police Chief spoke earlier today, in so many words, he really just says this underscores the challenges his officers face on the daily. This suspect appeared to be cooperating until he wasn't.
Let it go!
A struggle over a gun. It's one suspect versus this female officer when he puts her in a headlock. The tense moments culminating after Fontana police pull the man over for a vehicle violation in the city of Yucaipa.
He's got a gun!
This was everything but a normal traffic stop with a very cooperative individual that, in 1 second, it turned into a deadly fight for the officer's life situation.
Fontana Police Chief Michael Dorsey addressing the body-worn camera footage released last week along with other city and county leaders. On February 9th, officers were assisting other local law enforcement agencies. The officers pulled the driver over, now identified as Alan Metka, at Yucaipa Boulevard and 14th Street.
Is the car registered to you?
Yes, sir. You can see it right there.
Do you have your ID with you?
Yes, sir. We can get him out of here.
Metka appears to be cooperative. He's asked whether he's ever been arrested, to which he replies yes.
What were you arrested for?
Explosives in public.
Metka is asked to step on the curb while the officer runs the plates.
Nothing illegal on you? No weapons or anything?
No.
But things quickly take a turn when another officer pats him down.
What's this right here?
My gun.
He's got a gun!
Metka puts the female officer in a headlock.
The female officer continued to fight back to keep his hand in his pocket so that the gun wasn't withdrawn.
Her partner comes out shooting at the suspect one time in the jaw.
We surmised that the gunshot could not be heard because it was a very close contact wound.
Metka survived his injury. He's facing several charges, including possession of a firearm by a felon and possession of a destructive device, after authorities say they found explosives in his vehicle. It's a similar charge to what he was arrested for in August of 2021 when Metka was was found with explosives, causing police to shut down Sierra Avenue and Valley Boulevard in Fontana.
He was actually convicted of felony possession of explosive device in public and received 2 years in county prison.
And Metka is out of the hospital being treated at the West Valley Detention Center. And according to court records, he is being held on $160,000 bail and due in court on Wednesday. According to the district attorney, if he is convicted on all those charges, he could face anywhere between 5 and 12 years in prison. Reporting live in Fontana, I'm Shelby Nelson, KTLA 5 News.
Shelby, thank you.
Well, there's dramatic new video tonight of the moments police in Fontana shot a man who they say had a police officer in a headlock. KCAL assignment editor Mike Rogers is live at the desk. And Mike, this guy also had a gun.
Yeah, really intense video here, Chauncey. Now, the Fontana Police Department says their officers were working a gang suppression detail with the San Bernardino County Sheriff's Office in the city of Yucaipa when they made a traffic stop on this person. Now, at some point during the traffic stop, they asked the guy to get out of the car. They walk him to the sidewalk. We're going to show you what happens next, but I do want to warn you, it could be difficult to watch. It's a quick 18 seconds.
What's this right here?
My gun.
He's got a gun!
Let it go! Let it go!
Shots fired.
Yeah, you hear it there. He says, she asked him, what do you have there? He says, my gun, and then puts her into a headlock here. I slowed down the video from her partner and freeze it here. You can see him holding her in a headlock there. Now, that is when the partner officer, according to the Fontana Police Department, fired one round and struck the suspect in the jaw. Fontana police say that is the gun that they ended up recovering off of the guy. Now, after the guy was shot, he was rushed to an area hospital, Chauncey, where he actually survived those injuries despite being shot in the face.
What a scene there, Mike. Thanks.
Well, we are getting our first look at body cam video of a shooting involving a suspect who put a Fontana police officer in a headlock. Assignment manager Mark Liu live at the desk with the details for us. Mark.
Yeah, Amy, so the chief of the Fontana Police Department held a special news conference to address questions from some members of the public regarding that body cam video, including how a female police officer ended up in a headlock by the suspect. Another police officer had come to her rescue and opened fire. Now, let me show you that body cam video. It starts just before noon on February 9th in the city of Yucaipa. Two Fontana police officers that were part of their gang investigation detail were working with Yucaipa PD on an operation in their city when they made a traffic stop on this SUV for a vehicle code violation. Now, this is body cam video of the first officer, a man, approaching the driver and asking him for his license and registration. That driver, now identified as 56-year-old Alan Metka, admits to the officer he's been arrested before for explosives violations. The officer asked Metka to step out of the SUV. Metka complies, walks over to the sidewalk where a second officer, a woman, begins to pat him down. Now, that first officer walks back to his patrol car, and that's when the second officer finds a concealed handgun on Metka. Metka grabs her and puts her in a headlock. Take a look.
Let it go! Let it go!
That happens very quickly, but that first officer did fire his gun once. Metka was struck on the jaw. This is body cam video from the second female officer just before that altercation. Now, Metka was taken into custody and rushed to the hospital. He survived and is facing charges of assault with a deadly weapon on a police officer. The chief of police for Fontana held a news conference just a few minutes ago to address criticism from some members of the public regarding women serving as police officers. Take a listen to what he had to say about that.
Some of the critiques I got were statements such as, this is exactly why females should not be in law enforcement. And I was quite appalled by those statements. This female officer has the heart of a lion. She was very brave in this incident, and she really went above and beyond to protect both herself, the community, and her partner.
Now, this is video, again, slowed down of that female officer being put into a headlock by the suspect. Chief Dorsey described her as being a 20-year veteran of law enforcement. The chief says the suspect here has a long history of criminal acts, including prior arrests for assault with a deadly weapon, carjacking, robbery, and possession of an explosive device. A loaded semi-automatic pistol was recovered from the suspect during this arrest. Neither officer involved here was injured. That is the very latest here from the desk. Amy, I'll send it back to you.
All right, thanks so much.